Why, hello there guys, Fred's Trains here, bringing you another video. Well, this is something that I didn't expect that I would actually do on this channel, because this is a game that I have played pretty much years and years ago. But hey, I've decided I want to do it, I've gotten back into it. So I thought, hey, you know what, people have been asking me throughout the years of this channel, can you please do BVE, can you please do BV4, BV2, open BVE now that this is the latest one and the early one, since I can't remember the last time it was updated or whatnot. I'm doing it. I want to do it in specifically the only kind of things I want to do on it is the London Underground, the tube lines, the maps and the trains that are available to do. So that's why I'm going to make a little series of them, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy it. We're starting out, I think, one of the best ones for Open BVE at least. I think the rest are the kind of older BV4, BV2 versions that you can still play on Open BVE, but I think that this one is the best one out of all of them. It is the Central Line. It's only a Central Line demo, unfortunately, that runs between Ealing Broadway, where we are currently, and it goes all the way up to Liverpool Street. It would have been cool if this whole route had been fleshed up fully, but it was only left as like a full finished demo. But still, you get quite a lot of stops and stuff like that, and you get a pretty cool train in this 1992 stock train. Shout-outs before we get going. Go to Nanny Elaine and Grandad David. That's again Nanny Elaine and Grandad David. The links and stuff will be down below. Please show them some love. Just to note, please do not comment for a shout-out, because I'm trying to do all the shouts I have currently. Once I finish that, I'll start accepting new shouts. Thank you. So, OpenBB, if you guys don't know what OpenBB is, or maybe this is the first time we're seeing this like on a video, I'm pretty sure that everybody does know what it is by now because it's so old, but this is my first thing covering it on the Fred's Trains channel. It's an old simulator basically, and the first kind of iterations of BV4, BV2, and even BVE was a simulator where you were in a picture cab. Obviously this is OpenBB, so I can move my mouse around, but in the older versions it was just a static thing where you would watch basically the tracks moving and stuff, and that was basically in the experience. But now in this version they tried to oh, camera, come back to me. They tried to do like a version like open world, where you can have your own free roam camera and whatnot, which I thought was pretty cool. Not many maps and stuff were optimized. I don't know too many of them. I think only the Northern Line and the Central Line are like two of the good ones, and there's also like the Waterloo and City, which is also alright for OpenBB, but obviously most of the lines are underground, so you're not going to be going into this kind of camera view or whatnot. But this is the Central Line, probably the best one. I thought I'd start with the best one, why not? And the most kind of modern one available for this game. The game's free, by the way, so you guys can, download to your heart's content or whatever. It's not that difficult to download, I do believe. You just go onto the website, download it, extract it, and then you basically you have user data in your OpenBB folders, and then you have separate routes for a train route. Folder, object folder, and a sound folder, and you basically put both of those together. Can be a little bit complicated or whatnot, but it's not too bad. Not as worse as OMSI. But yeah, that's basically it. That's my kind of rundown of OpenBB, the John Road kind of old school simulator, like the first iterations on PC that wanted to tackle this kind of cool driving experience. And for me, I feel that this is the game that has kind of utilized the best adaptation of it. Like in this video, and I'm hopefully going to do a few more videos in the series, I think it's good. TML did something with World of Subways Volume 3 with the Circle Line, which that is the best iteration, I feel, in terms of graphics, but I feel that this one is the best one in terms of simulation, and hopefully we'll get into it. So, we're here at Ealing Broadway. The doors are open. We go into our cab. I do believe there's not much I have to do because the Central Line is actually an automatic train operation, so I don't actually have to drive the train. I can if I put into restricted manual, but there's only a certain speed I can go up to, so I'm going to have to drive it automatically, where I just press 2 buttons to activate the train. But I do believe to get the train rolling, I press insert or delete to get the kind of token key thing in, whatever it's called. Then if I press page down, that activates obviously the PA, as you can hear. Now page down, now I think that is in manual, restricted manual. Then if I press it again, I do believe it goes into ATO now. Yeah, you get the little jingle and whatnot that comes on. So now I think it's an automatic train operation. I've had a little few problems and stuff with this train, but hopefully it should all be good. PA is automatic, so I don't even have to set up anything, which is just really nice and, handy. All really left to do in terms is I don't think we even have to put the reverser in forward. Maybe I need to put into forward. I'll put into forward. But I'm pretty sure because it's automatic train operation, you don't really need to put into forward. Or maybe you do, I'm not too sure. And then I feel that we just need to get straight into neutral. And yeah, and we should have departed some time ago, but we're gonna be naughty. And let's go into the free roam camera. Right, close the doors. F5 to open and close the left side doors, and F6 to close and open the right side doors. There we go. Now to activate ATO, you press 5 and 8, not on the numpad, just the normal 5 and 8. Maybe I've not. There we go. And we hold it down for a few seconds. And there we go. ATO is on. I don't have to do anything. I can just sit back here and now talk to you guys. And that's the Central Line. I can't really drive it myself unless if I put into restricted manual. But I'll only be able to go up to 15 miles per hour, which we don't want to do that for like the whole trip. Let's get back into the cab. Leaving Ealing Broadway, one of the 2 out of 2 terminuses. West terminuses for the Central Line. You do have your other one all the way up in West Ruislip, I do believe, and then you have Ealing Broadway, and then I think that's it. You have other kind of terminate locate points like North Acton, which will pass in this, and then I don't know if other trains terminate elsewhere. Don't know too much about the Central Line. The 1992 stop was actually my favourite train. Like you can see here, some AI. It's some AI. I think that's the only AI we're actually going to get in the whole trip, and the actual camera's bugging out there. But yeah, only AI we're going to get in the whole trip. I don't think there's any 1992 stops scripted into this. You just have the golden and green and old Barbie HSTs there for First Great Western. PA effect there. Coming into West Acton. Like a professional, we're just going to go onto the line here. Oh, the skillful driving by the AI. Well, not the AI, the computer. And you can see there the screen does not turn on until we get into the station. But obviously, it doesn't work in real time because this engine's just so old. Like, I remember playing this when I was 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. 10 years old, basically. Anyway, stand at the doors. Right, 5 and 8 again to activate the ATO. And the screen does not go off until we pass the last train markers. You can see there on the left. And the sounds are actually really good. Like, this sounds good for a 1992 stock train. Like, really good. I'm pretty content with it. Now, problem with the external views is free camera view. I don't know how to reset the camera. This is something like really bad of me. So the free camera view stays here at the original station that we started at. I don't know how to get it to where my train is. The external view stays with the train. I can actually, if I'm skillful here, I can use it and then put it inside the train so we have a nice like interior view. And I say, the interior is actually really good. Like, sure it's pixelated and whatnot, but I can deal with this. This is nice. And oh, the camera does sometimes do that because it's very loosey-turvy. Yeah, so sometimes I just leave the camera in here when I'm in the tunnels and stuff. And if you like, so if you put the camera in the front of the train, it doesn't really move, but if you put it in the back of the train, it tends to move with the train, and it can be a little bit annoying. So I would suggest if you want the camera as an interior view, have it in the front here, not in the back, so it won't move. Because I think the center point for this interior camera is somewhere in the front here, not anywhere in the back of the train. There we go, North Acton. Oh, perfect stopping position, ATO, very nice. We're slightly late, but that's fine. Now I'm just gonna... And these camera controls are very interesting. I explore the numpad. Like, it's very old and like inverted. But I like the kind of cool countdown displays because they go like mind the doors and whatnot. Let's just hop back to the front. There we go. And let's roll from North Acton. Also, as well, North Acton is a terminus point, I think, for rush hour for trains to go back into the centre. Like, very good sounds for like the flange and stuff. Right, back to the front. Had a little views from the front of the train now. A very long line, the central line. The central line spans so much. I don't think it's the longest line of the network. I do believe the longest line is the district line. But the central line is long. And it did still have the Epping to Ombra branch still attached to it in real life. Then I would feel it's kind of completed with the district line. Acton. Oh, we're going through all the Actons today. I just noticed a little countdown bar, or the watch, that obviously is meant to count down our time in the station. And those chimes, I do believe, are to let you know that ATO is still well. Anyway, stand clear the doors. You can just see, like, you can see just like, some good old graphics from back in the day. Obviously, graphics and obviously are way better than BVE, but. Little whistle board coming up here. Interesting note here, the Central Line switches tracks, and I think it's the only place on the whole network where for this short distance up to White City and then up to Shepherd's Bush, there's one place where the Central Line goes off and then switches back, and then that's why they come out different ways and stuff like that. So like when you see trains at White City, they come out the opposite way, but Shepherd's Bush, they come out the right way because it switches under Westfield Shopping Centre. Years ago when there was no Westfield, there was just like old train sheds and an old disused station at Wood Green, I do believe. White City. Saw there Sadler's and Andreas Sadler there. But this scenario is obviously before Westfield, so there is no Westfield here. It's been based like quite early 2000s. Beautiful. Also, White City as well is a kind of terminus station for trains in rush hour again, I guess. I think the middle platform is the kind of terminus platform, and I don't think it serves through trains. I'm not too sure. It's a cool station. Actually, let's go out and have a look at it. There you go. Nice through platform. This train can open both its doors on both sides. It can't open them simultaneously together. It has to open one side then the next. And I think it's showcased. I think at Stratford they have a platform like they do at White City. Anyway, let's get back in here. Stand clear of the doors. Let's get going. But obviously here is where we would, here is where we would pass Westfield. And obviously now today where the Hammersmith and City and Circle Line passes now will be the new Wood Lane station, I do believe. Darkness until Liverpool Street, really. That was the only bit of light we were going to get in this journey. I can, if I press 7, I can turn the cab light on, but I kind of like it off, to be honest. Like, you can see like the thermometer and all of the stuff you need to see in the cab. And also, I don't think it's legal to drive with the cab light on. I think that's also one thing that was... And we're getting a lot of flanging. I don't think it's legal to drive with a cab light on, because I think the light from the cab light kind of distracts the driver. So yeah, I think that's actually the same for buses. So that I think that's why when you board a bus at night, the front lights turn on, but when the doors close, they turn off because the light there kind of can distract. I guess that's similar for tube drivers. As we enter Shepherd's Bush, and now we're on the correct side again. The platform now is on the other side. And obviously now today you could change for London Overground and National Rail Southern Service Station. I think my next Open BVE video will be on the Waterloo and City line. So we're not changing train. Well, we're still changing trains. I think that one will be in the blue and white livery. So you guys will get to see that. Coming into Holland Park. Been to Holland Park many times. There's such a lovely park. There's a really, really nice botanical gardens where I actually fell into the pond once. Like they have this botanical pond and they have all this botanical fish, and I was going up close because I like looking at the fish. And I just fell into the pond. And it was like the mid-Decembers where it actually snowed, so it was like ice cold. And I was wearing as well a puffy jacket, so I fell in and my whole like jacket got wet, and like going home was just horrible, all soggy, and you know, not an experience I would want anyone else to feel. Did I open the right doors? Sorry though, the left doors there seem to open. Maybe I didn't, I'm not too sure. Let's go back into, let's do a bit more passenger view driving then, shall we? Like being in this like interior view of this train, it doesn't seem like such an old game after all. Like it, like you know, it looks okay. It looks actually pretty cool to be honest. I genuinely feel like I'm a passenger in a 1992 style train. That is right. District and Circle Line's Notting Hill Gate for the Notting Hill Gate Carnival, which is actually coming up very soon, near the end of August, I do believe. Also as well, I will link below where I got this map from. I do believe it should be a pretty good website. Like, I do believe they do have everything on the website. I think the only kind of thing is they don't have the full route, the full routes. Like this one I'm doing today doesn't have the full route. You know, it's just a demo. But you know, it's still cool. But you know, it would be good if they had the full routes and stuff. But yeah, this is Queensway. But yeah, it would be cool. Like you know, if they did have the full routes and stuff. I think a couple of them do. I think the Bakerloo line is full, and that was actually one of my favourite routes for Open BVE. So I will do that at some point. Yeah, like I think they do have everything. Like there's even a DLR line. There's no London Overground. There's no. Yeah, I do believe they have everything, but they're not all complete, obviously. Oh, doors haven't closed again. It has this thing where like the doors won't close properly. I think I like to simulate that simulates a person getting stuck in the door or whatever. Saw a little track going off there to the right. I think that forks somewhere. I don't think that's a siding. I do believe there is a siding at Marble Arch, and some trains terminate at Marble Arch when things go wrong or whatever. But yeah, I do believe for the Open BVE folders, they do have every single line. It would be good to have, you know, the full kind of route stuff, but you know, I do believe they have. Yeah, I think they do. Yeah, they do have everything in the website. Yeah, because they have Central, they have Waterloo City, they have Victoria, they have Circle, District, Metropolitan. Yeah. So I think they do have everything, but it would be good if they were all complete, obviously. So yeah, I don't know. Wait, what? Oh, I know what I was doing. So I was doing this. So I was like opening that one when I was closing the other one. So it's just closed, a bit embarrassing.
Central Control to DMT,
think this is where the siding is. Yeah, you can just see it there on the right, yeah. Marble Arch, home to the, the famous arch. Also one of the many stations along High Park. Like, High Park's huge, and, well, it's not huge, but it actually has quite a lot of tube stations surrounding. Like, obviously you have High Park Corner, you have Knightsbridge, you have Marble Arch. All of the stations like Regis Pass, like right now, like Lancaster Gate, Queensway, etc., all of those are along the northern path, High Park. So essentially anywhere you exit in London, you go down to a tube station. It's just crazy. This is the Central Line train to Liverpool Street. So it's actually kind of funny when I think about it. Like, obviously the tube today is getting modernised and, new trains are appearing. But, like, obviously the older trains, you kind of think about them to be old. And, they are old, but, they're not as old as, like, you'd think. Like, you'd think, obviously, these 1992 stock trains are old, but they're really not. The Central Line, I do believe, is getting modernised at some point. I think the Piccadilly line is before the Central Line, but the Bakerloo line is literally the last line that's getting modernised. So it's actually kind of funny. Like, obviously you'd think that these trains are old, but they're like, they're not actually. They're kind of new. But I think the same is going for the S stock. I think it's pretty much on the Circle, Hammersmith and City, Metropolitan and District lines. I think on the District lines, they're pretty much all S stock. I think there's a couple of D stock trains running for Heritage on a couple of other branches, but yeah, it's for the most part it's S stock. But it's kind of funny. Like, you think, oh, these 1992 stock trains are old, but they're not. Oxford Circus, one of, if not busiest tube stations in London. Like, any time I've been there, it's been mega busy, like just chock-a-block with people. Crazy. That is right, Bakerloo and Victoria lines.
This train terminates at Liverpool Street.
I guess it would be cool if like BVE could be done in a more kind of modern way where it had like people that move. But to be honest, the people not moving in this doesn't really bother me because it's just the sound's so good, the detail is so good. You know, it's just, you know, it's really cool. Like, look at this. I've been to Tottenham Court Road many times. This is obviously like before the refurbishments and stuff, but you know it's done, it's modeled like, you know, pretty well. Like, you know, for just something on a game, and it's free. It's not paid. Not too bad about that. Oh good. I can't even get a decent screenshot here. Whatever, that's fine. Let's just get this back in here. And obviously back in the day we could have gotten a Piccadilly line service to Aldwych. I think the only reason why they closed down the Aldwych branch was because of the lifts. They weren't operating properly, so if the lifts hadn't been an issue, we probably would have still had a Holborn branch. I mean an Aldwych branch, saying a Holborn branch.
This is Chancery Lane.
Very nice.
This train terminates at Liverpool Street.
If you need any help with downloading OpenBB, I can try and help you through comments. As I said, it's not that difficult. It's just basically a load of dragging and dropping folders. I suppose you would have a problem if I suppose the most kind of confusing issue would be if you had other folders and it was within other folders as well. So you would like need to separate them out so that you could have it own. But you know that like it shouldn't be too bad. It shouldn't be too bad. You just need to go into legacy content. It's kind of a bit like OMSI 2. So yeah, it's not too bad. But you know it should be in the same kind of folders, and it should be good to go. I was telling us about a signal failure due to a district line train. I always forget that St Paul's is a tube station of its own. It never gets to me. Which I think is the next station, sadly. Or do we have one more? I think we might have one more. Let's do a bit of passenger view driving, shall we? Stay and clear the doors. I will let you have a look at the Central Line map really quickly. Oh yeah, it was West Ruislip, I was right. You can see all the kind of branches there. Oh, we do have one more station. It's Bank. Bank's the next station where you can change for the Circle, District, Northern, Waterloo and City and Docklands Light Railway. And you can hear a lot of flanking. And the next station, sadly, is Liverpool Street. Really sad about that. Oh God, what did I didn't do anything. But these cameras. One thing that I do not like is these cameras. These cameras just... Am I getting hiccups? I'm getting hiccups in the video. That's the first time. That could be okay for a screenshot, I suppose. Yeah, could be good. Right. I can't even do a flyby cam because I don't know how to reset the camera. So, yeah. Because if I now start the train, it will follow the train, annoyingly. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this. This was me playing Open BVE on the Central Line. Even though I vowed to myself that I would never do it. Look at this, I'm eating my words. But you know, I have really enjoyed it. You know, I've really enjoyed playing on the Central Line. It's been a really good, you know, kind of fun route. This is definitely a good one for Open BVE, and you know, I'm really kind of glad I started with this one. You know, it's been a really good route with it, so yeah, really like it. I think we come in quite a sharp turn at Liverpool Street. Oh yes. Bam! Look at that.
This is Liverpool Street. All change, please. This train terminates here. All change.
But guys, this is the last stop. This is where you need to take all your belongings with you before leaving the train. I hope that you've enjoyed this. This was me playing on the Central Line on Open BVE, doing Ealing Broadway to Liverpool Street. I really enjoyed it. I think I did the best one first, so yeah. Can't even save it to last or whatever, but you know, it was good. I really enjoyed it. I did have a few problems with this train a few years ago when I first downloaded it, but you know, for the most part it's been good. It's been really good. I really enjoyed it. As I say, downloading BVE shouldn't be that hard. You know, it's just it's just like, you know, in folders and stuff like that, so it should be pretty easy to do. And you know, just I will help you if you need help, but it should be okay to do. It's just a load of dropping in folders, and you'll have user data in your BVE folders, so yeah, it should be okay to do. But also, this is only Ealing Broadway to Liverpool Street. I can't do the other way round and stuff, so that's fine. You know, it's fine. It's like, you know, it is what it is, so that's good. But yeah, I think that's it. I think even if I close the doors, and you'll see what happens is, and if I start the train, and it's a red signal anyway, so we can't go. And it says on the front here that the eastbound section is coming soon, which is never actually, because it's never been made, sadly. And yeah, the ATO just stops right there. You may be able to go into restricted manual, but as I say, there's not much you can do because you can't really go much further, so that's fine. I wish it was a bit longer, but it is what it is. So yeah, it was fun, and you can't really. There's nothing here where you can do a return journey. It's just a one way, but it's fine. It's good. Shouts again go to Nanny Elaine and Grandad David. That's again Nanny Elaine and Grandad David. The links and stuff will be down below, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed it. The next video will be on the Waterloo and City line, so stay tuned for that. But guys, have yourselves a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!